welcome back to my channel. I have my baby background going on back here, just bear with me. I'm in the middle of filming my postpartum update and this is what we're working with because all the space and time to set up all my lights and backgrounds and whatnot. So this is what we're working with, freestyle. So today's video, I am testing out the new Dior Forever foundation. It's not new, like the foundation has been around for a while, but it's resurfaced, so I don't know if they like revamped the formula or whatnot because it says new on the Sephora website. So I'm assuming it's a new formula. Anyway, moving on. So I did my first impressions of this foundation. I first found out about it from Jaclyn Hill's videos, the past 2 of them. And when she says her makeup and skin looks phenomenal, then I'm on board. If you guys want to see my 100% honest review, first impressions on this foundation, so you can know if Jaclyn Hill was telling the truth or not, keep on watching. Okay, so this is the packaging here. Diorskin Forever Perfect Makeup Everlasting Wear Pore Refining Effect with Sunscreen. Very long name. I have mine in the shade 30, which is medium beige. I do have a couple of Dior foundations and they were in medium beige. So it might be a tiny bit dark for me right now, but it will match me soon. I'm sorry if the lighting's a little dark. I am just very quickly throwing on my foundation. I don't have any lighting set up. This is just natural lighting coming in. I have normal to dry skin, a little more on the drier side right now because it is winter and I'm in Maine. I do have a very prominent blemish happening right now, so we're gonna see how the coverage works for this foundation. Yay. So I have already moisturized, and for moisturizer I just use my CeraVe moisturizing lotion. This is new to me. I'm trying it out, and I have primed already with my Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I always prime with this, so it's going to be a very good test because I use this with all my foundations and it works amazing. So I just slapped on my primer. Okay, so this is a 1 fluid ounce, just very typical. It is $50. Comes in a bottle, looks like this. Frosted glass, super cute. I know Jaclyn Hill raved about this in her video, her last couple of videos, and I'm sorry, but if Jaclyn Hill raves about it, then I'm all about that life. So I had to give it a try. So let's see. I'm going to use my Kabuki brush, my Morphe M439. I pretty much always use this. Sometimes I'll go in with a beauty blender, but I'm gonna try it out with my brush because that is how I typically like to apply my foundation. I'm gonna read the description on the box so you guys can know what it's all about. So of course it has SPF in it of 35. Fluid, non-greasy texture, perfectly blends with the skin for an immediate matte finish with no mask effect. I don't always love a matte finish because sometimes it can be drying, so we'll test that out on my skin. Throughout the day, it provides optimal comfort and flawless wear. Day after day, the skin's texture appears refined and its surface beautifully enhanced. Let's just go ahead and slap this on my face. Like I said, I've already primed, so let's give it a go. So obviously it has a pump, so that's really good. I've noticed with my other Dior foundation, I don't use 1 pump because 1 pump is like not enough for me. Maybe I'm cake face all the time, but we're gonna start off with 2 and on half my face and see how that goes. Okay, the color's actually not bad. Oh, it smells perfumey. I actually like that. I know some people don't like scents, but I don't know. I kind of like it. It smells good. So I probably should have done something with my blemish first, but I kind of wanted to see how it would cover it. And it actually seems like it's medium coverage for now. So it is going on pretty velvety. The skin's super smooth. I'm gonna have to go in and cover up my blemish. But for the most part, it actually covered that blemish not terribly. It's going on like velvet. That's the way that I would describe the texture. It definitely is matte. It doesn't have a glow, but I would say it's like velvet. That's the texture of it. It's not cakey whatsoever. Even though it's matte, it kind of melted into my skin really well, if you can see. And around my nose, it looks really good. It's not drying. I have a dry spot around my nose ring, and usually foundation clings to it, and it's not clinging to it at all, actually. So I'm gonna go in with another 2 pumps, 4 pumps for my whole face is probably like extreme, but you know what? As Jaclyn Hill says, you do you, boo, right? It doesn't seem to be caking up on the other side of my face, so that's good. If you don't like perfumey smells, you're definitely not gonna like it in this foundation because it's definitely really strong. One thing I do wish is when I was choosing my color online, it didn't give the descriptions of the colors. Like, yes, this is called Medium Beige. Some of them were called Sand, some of them were called Cameo. I don't know, I wish all companies did that. Like if you clicked on the foundation shade, it said warm gold undertone or medium skin with a golden undertone. Now that the foundation's completely on, my thoughts are, okay, so it's like a medium to full coverage, I want to say. I mean, you can still see my freckles through, so I'm gonna call it a medium coverage. If you can see, you can still see my freckles through. My blemish is whatever, that was a really bad blemish anyway. So you can still see my natural skin through. So I wouldn't call it an extreme full coverage, but it's definitely a medium to full coverage, I would call it. It didn't settle into any of my lines or cling to my dry spots as of initially. As of right now, I'm gonna say my skin is looking really velvety smooth, and it definitely is, it's matte without being drying as of right now. That's what I'm gonna say. So I'm going to slap on the rest of my face, brows, concealer, you know, all of that goodness, and I will check back and let you know my thoughts. Currently it is 1:12 in the afternoon. That's my little baby. So I will check back with you guys when I finish the rest of my face. Okay, I'm back. It is 4:31. A couple of diaper changes and a nursing session later, several nap attempts. I'm back. I have my makeup completely done, and so far my thoughts are the foundation is amazing. Every time I look in the mirror, I feel like my face is really flawless. The more that I look at myself in the mirror, the more that I'm thinking it is definitely full coverage. One thing I will say is it was a little bit tacky to the touch, I noticed, so I did have to set it a little bit with a powder. So if you guys can tell, my skin is looking super, super flawless. It's not caking up in any of my fine lines, which I have a ton of them. It's not seeming to move much either. I'm absolutely loving it. I did not go in with any lipstick. I just went in with a little bit of chapstick because I want to kiss my baby all day long. So it is 7:05. I've been wearing the foundation for like 6 hours now, and I love it. The foundation literally looks the same as I had put on in this afternoon. Let me get closer. It hasn't set in at all to my smile lines or my chin line. The only place that it has a tiny bit is my forehead, but you guys, my forehead wrinkles are like deep, like Grand Canyon deep. So, I mean, the amount that it's actually settled into my forehead is way less than normal foundations. The only thing I will say is it's like tacky. Well, I guess not where I have my powders, but it is definitely really tacky where I don't have the powder on my jawline. So that's one thing I would definitely say you definitely have to set it with powder. I haven't done much for activity today, but I will say it is like 100% the same. Might be a tiny bit oxidized, a little bit darker. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. I feel like it still matches me pretty well. It might be oxidizing just a tiny bit on the darker side, but nothing too extreme that I've noticed so far. I think it's wearing really well, and I'm really obsessed with it, you guys. So far so good. I'm gonna try to check in with you. I don't know. I'm gonna try to check in with you a little later. Final update and thoughts on this foundation. I'm absolutely obsessed with it, you guys. It hasn't really changed much since the moment that I put it on. It hasn't settled into my fine lines. It hasn't worn off anywhere. And honestly, I would recommend it, even if you have dry skin. Yeah, anyway, just good floss. So thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.